Alright guys, so I have an interesting topic for today's video. Now, I know you've seen the title and the thumbnail, so there's no secrets on what I want to talk about, but hear me out. I hope you stick with me on this one because I believe it's going to be extremely valid. There's no confirmation on this, but hear me out and stick with me to the end on this one. Now, really quickly before we jump into it, I do want to give a massive shout out to Zinniat on Twitter once again, always providing me content to be able to do videos on, but I do believe there's some validity in what was tweeted out by this individual, and we're going to get into that right now. So Zinniat on Twitter, which I'll leave a link to his Twitter in the description below as always, he goes on to state that in the future you may want to save your Starglitter for 5-star character cards that may appear in Paimon's bargain shop. Whether when this will happen is unknown, however you can keep note that it will eventually happen in the future. So this is extremely interesting. Now, the reason why I find this so interesting and why there might be some validity behind this tweet, by the way, we have an image of Jean right here looking as if the same image that is in the shop right now for Razor and Amber that you can obtain for free with the Starglitter material. But the reason why I believe there's some validity behind this is solely due to the developers behind the game of Genshin Impact. So what do I mean by that? Well, the developers Mihoyo, the same ones that develop Genshin Impact, are the same developers that make the game Honkai Impact 3rd. Now, if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, that is a game that I still currently cover and have covered for the past 2 years, Honkai Impact 3rd. And Mihoyo is the developer for that game, and I've seen extreme similarities between Genshin Impact and Honkai Impact 3rd in a facet of different areas, whether it be, you know, the descriptions for the characters' talents and their skills, to the sword descriptions, the way they work, artifacts being very similar to stigmatas for Honkai Impact 3rd. There's just a lot. There's a lot of similarities between the two. Also, the pity system when it comes to summons, the same or very similar in Genshin Impact to Honkai Impact 3rd. So you can see where I'm getting at. There's just a lot of similarities. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up and talk about this today is because you may not know if you have not played Honkai Impact 3rd, but there is a area in the supply or the exchange where you can actually exchange what's called ancient willpower for base S-rank characters. Now, S-rank characters in Honkai Impact 3rd, if you do not know, are very similar to like 5-star characters in Genshin Impact. Also, there's 4-star characters in that same exchange that you can use ancient willpowers for, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, there's base S ranks that you can get, which are like 5-star characters, and you can use the material that you obtain to go ahead and get those 5-star characters or the S ranks that you want. So I believe that this is going to be coming to Genshin Impact. They're going to implement the same system in the Starglitter exchange eventually at some point in the future. So if we take a look at the Starglitter exchange right now, like I mentioned, we have Razor and we have Amber for this month in the Starglitter exchange, where the Starglitter exchange material itself is a pretty premium currency where you can get other things like Intertwined Fates and Acquaint Fates to be able to summon or pull. Now, this is going to be a very interesting thing to take a look at, because instead of using Intertwined Fates and Acquaint Fates, exchanging the Starglitters for those materials, you may want to save so you can maybe get a potential 5-star character at some point in time. Maybe in in a certain month, they're going to go ahead and feature Jean and maybe another 4-star character, or Jean and another 5-star character, which becomes extremely valuable for the Starglitter exchange material itself. The Masterless Starglitter is what I'm speaking about specifically. So that is something that you may want to take into consideration, and something that you may want to go ahead and start thinking about and saving, which I wish I would have thought about this. Like I mentioned, I come from that Honkai Impact 3rd background, and I should have known that if there's characters that they're featuring in the Starglitter exchange right now, that they're most likely going to feature base 5-star characters like they do base S-rank characters, and maybe save the Masterless Starglitter material and not use them on the Intertwined Fates and Acquaint Fates. I mean, albeit if there's a brand new character there that you want to go for because they have the up drop rate, then you may want to, exchange some of those for some Intertwined Fates and test your luck. But if there is somebody like a Jean, and Jean is somebody you've been wanting to try and obtain on your account or pull for, like myself for example, and she's going to eventually become free, that you can use that Masterless Starglitter to exchange for her, depending on how much she's going to be. So for example, Razor and Amber are 34 Masterless Starglitter to go ahead and obtain them. It could be double to get a 5-star character, so that could be a thing. You have to take that into consideration. Instead of 34, you know, it could be 68 Masterless Starglitter to go ahead and obtain a 5-star character for free. It's very interesting, and like I mentioned, I think there is some validity behind what was tweeted here. I actually believe this is extremely plausible and something that I'm banking is going to happen here in the future. Now, when it's going to happen, I'm not too sure. It could be next year, it could be next month. Who really knows, to be quite honest with you? But this is something where I thought it was important to talk about, because if you've been using your Masterless Starglitter like I have for Intertwined Fates and Quaint Fates, which is not a bad thing, there's nothing wrong with that, or other materials that are in there that you can go ahead and try and obtain, this may, you know, give you a different perspective to possibly save for something which I believe is very, very plausible to actually happen, just based off of Mihoyo's track record, how they've done things in their previous games, and how similar they have been doing things in Genshin Impact. I believe this is something that's going to be coming, and I think this is something to where you may want to consider saving and, you know, possibly get a 5-star character that you've been wanting to try and get. Unless you have them all, then this actually does not pertain to you whatsoever. But like I mentioned, something to think about. I thought this was a very interesting topic, and I thought there was some validity behind it, so I did want to cover it just in general. But in the comments down below, I would love to get your thoughts on this topic, and let me know what you think, especially if you come from that Honkai Impact 3rd background. Let me know if this is something you believe Mihoyo will do for Genshin Impact like I do, and let me know if this is something that they'll actually go ahead and implement in the game in the future. But also, if you don't have that background from Honkai Impact 3rd, I would love to still get your thoughts on it, especially if you have gacha game background. It's always good to hear a different side or a different perspective. But if you enjoyed today's video, I would appreciate if you drop a like. It means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, if you enjoyed the topic, you got something from it, or it allowed you to go ahead and, you know, post your opinion down in the comments below, go ahead and consider subscribing, as we try and do as much Genshin Impact content as possible, but also try and do videos that get you thinking and, you know, are a bit entertaining at the same time. But with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like what you saw. And remember to always stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. And until next time, my boys, until next time, it's your homie Cody GT, and I'm out. Bye, guys.